Hello everybody, today I want to speak with you about the pros and cons to live on Lake Atitlan, Guatemala. Remember to click on the channel, click on the bell to be updated on the last videos, share it with people who might be interested and comment also as well. Thank you very much. Okay, the pros. First thing, the weather. Lake Atitlan is located in the highlands of Guatemala. It is 4,500 meters above sea level. So it's always climate weather, temperate weather. It's never too cold, never too hot. So it's perfect to live here. And we do have a rainy season, but it's not monsoon. It's very comfortable. It's from May to November, and it's temperate rain. So it's beautiful in the morning, it gets cloudy in the afternoon, and it rains at night. Cost of living. Well, it's very inexpensive and affordable. You get farm fresh produce all year round and fruit also from the Pacific coast. So your diet is very healthy. And also you have lots of convenience stores in the different villages. We have a health food store. We have a store also providing a local made product, fresh. So it's great. You have it's inexpensive, and you can have a rent between $500 and $1,000 a month. With $2,000 a month, you live very well. So it's a good place. The lifestyle. It is a place where if you want to build your dream house, you can still do it. There's also a regulation on building, but it's still very flexible, so you can make your beautiful house. It's not a problem. And we at Atitlan Solution, we also provide this service. We have contracting facilities to build your house, and we also so building also costs 10 times cheaper than the USA. In the lifestyle, it is a place where you can personal for your house. It's very inexpensive. It's like $2 an hour, so you can have your gardener, your cook, your driver, you name it. So you can have a lifestyle that you couldn't afford in another place. Also, most of the cities are compact, so everything is at walking distance, so you don't need a car, which is good. You will be walking and doing some exercise. For the cities lakefront or the houses lakefront, then you need to be in good shape to be in order to jump out in and out of the public boat or your own private boat as well. It's a healthy environment. There is Expat in the different villages. Most of the villages are very few traffic, so you will be walking, breathing fresh air, and you will meet expats of different horizon, and it's a great place to socialize also and find your niche and your group. Still untouched. Guatemala is not on the radar for the expat communities or retirement communities. It is why we don't see much report on it as a destination, but it is coming up, so you can get into it, have the edge, as the opportunity to take advantage. Meanwhile, the price is still not influenced by the demand. So yes, it's time to get in. The villages have still their own custom and clothing. So and people are very nice, and some villages they hardly speak Spanish, but they will do their best to make you comfortable. Security, contrary to what it could be read in some blogs, government blogs, Lake Atitlan Solola, it's a safe place. I have 2 daughters born and raised here, and we never experienced any uncomfortable situation regarding security. The locals, the Mayans, are very look after the young and the elders. So as soon as you have some white hair, you inspire respect, and they look after each other. I feel comfortable. I don't live in a barbed wire fence house, and most of the places are very safe. There's almost no crime around the lake. The cons. Well, first things, there's no mail service. So if you're planning to receive thing in the mail, forget it. You would have to set up a mail system where you would get your mail in the States, and you would have a private courier bringing it to Guatemala. It's been several years now that the government has not been able to put in place a decent mail service. They are working on it, but at the moment, no mail service. The overpriced feeling. Well, because we are foreigners and there is sometimes double pricing. There is a price in the market. If you go do your shopping, personally, unless you are known and you speak a good Spanish, you will be charge more than anybody else. So it's something which you have to go around it, because sometimes it's feeling uncomfortable to be like feeling taken for a ride. My strategy is I don't go and do the shopping. I would rather send my staff, ask a local friend, because they get better price, and this way I don't feel that I'm taking advantage of, and I give a job to somebody to do my shopping, for example. It's very easy to have people doing to do your things when you need it. Not much social life. Yes, contrary to Antigua, Guatemala, or Quetzaltenango, for example, Atitlan has a different pool of expat. First of all, the communities are smaller. The numbers of expats are smaller in the different areas. You have areas like Santa Cruz Laguna. It's pretty much snowbird people. So from November to April, you have North American coming down to spend the winter. That's where we have the most activities. But after that, it's only the local living here, the expat. So contrary to Antigua, where you have lots of restaurants, lots of theater, exposition, things like that, in Panajachel, which is the biggest hub of the lake, you find the most of the expat population. But it's not a place where you can go out to theaters and things like that, or presentation, because it's only when around Christmas time where we have some fundraising activity for the local expat schools. But other than that, I would say you have to be strong by yourself, because it's not a place we will be going out all the time. It's not the USA. Yes, it means that everything has a different speed here. It's kind of light in flavor. So you have to understand that sometimes things take longer time, and sometimes the process seems complicated, but at the end, when you are dealing with the right person, it's always work out. But you don't go to the shop expecting the varieties and diversity of products, because most of them are imported and there's not a big population. So you pretty much learn to live a more simpler life. Distance from the city, it's a 2.5 3 hour drive. So now the roads are much better. Sometimes it's take a little bit longer, but yes, you have also Quetzaltenango, the second city in Guatemala, which is less than 2 hour drive. There's less choice, but it could be a good option if you want to go out. Antigua is a 2 hour and a half drive. Antigua, Guatemala, which is the nicest city in Guatemala. But if you don't want to live there, you can always travel to there. But the particularity of Guatemala is that it's a compact area. Distance seems to be short on the map, but it takes way longer than you expect. Water and plumbing. So that's something everybody has some surprise to deal with it. Water, in some places you don't have water all the time, so you have to, if you rent a house, you have to be a bigger holding tank in order to have a buffer between when the water goes in and out. Other places, the water is not clean. You have to have a filtering system in place in order to keep your water clean and be not affected by microbes and intestinal infection. And also plumbing. You will find out that in Guatemala very often in the toilet there's a basket and note who said don't put the paper in the toilet, because the plumbing system for drainage sometimes are undersized and they have a lot or not enough slope, so the old houses have a lot of problem. But some houses and some new houses, and particularly the one we built at Atitlan Solutions, they all have flushing toilet, as in the States where you put the paper in it. But it's not very rare that you hear the expat complaining about their plumbing system. Okay, other than that, some pros, some cons. I invite you before making any hard decision, maybe you would consider to rent a place, experience it for some times, consult the expat blog and Facebook page so you can have a feel of the area. And if you have any other question, please feel free to contact me. If you want to have any ideas of things I should address, please also let me know. And see you soon. Some of the activities I like to do on Lake Atitlan, so check it out.